She thought she had all the power until you disappeared. At first, she didn't notice. She assumed you'd be right where she left you, waiting, hoping, chasing. But as the days passed and your silence grew louder, something shifted inside her. Suddenly, she started wondering why you weren't reaching out, why you weren't reacting, and why she couldn't stop thinking about you. That's when it hit her. She was the one who lost something, not you. Women often don't realize the value of what they have until it's gone. It's human nature. When something is always there, we assume it always will be. She saw you as a constant presence in her life, giving her attention, emotional support, and reliability. She enjoyed your presence, but grew too comfortable with it. She believed that no matter what happened, you'd still be there. That's when she started testing you, pulling back slightly, not because she lost interest, but to see if you would chase. And when you did, the power dynamic shifted. She knew she had control, and your value in her mind began to drop. But the second you pulled away, everything changed. The silence forced her to confront a reality she never expected. You were not a permanent fixture in her life, but a choice. And now that choice was no longer hers to make. At first, she might not have reacted. Some women pretend not to care, distracting themselves with social media, nights out, or work. She might even fake happiness online, posting pictures to make it seem like she's unbothered. But nothing truly replaces the feeling of knowing you were once there, and now you're not. Men and women process loss differently. Men tend to analyze what went wrong logically, while women feel the void emotionally before they fully understand it. At first, she doesn't even realize she's missing you, but it creeps in. A song plays that reminds her of you. She walks past a place where you spent time together. She scrolls through her phone and sees old messages. That's when the doubt begins. Did I make a mistake? The sense of security she once had with you is gone, replaced by regret and curiosity. She starts questioning her decisions. She starts realizing that she had something good with you, and she let it slip away. The moment that changes everything is when she realizes you're not waiting for her. She expected you to reach out, to chase, to try to win her back. But instead, you stayed silent. You stopped engaging. You didn't look for closure. You just moved forward. At first, she tells herself you're just playing a game, that you're testing her and will eventually come back. But as time passes, she notices something. You're not checking up on her. You're not liking her posts. You're not reacting to her stories. You're simply gone. That's when the realization sets in. She starts thinking, did I misjudge him? Was he actually a better man than I thought? Is he moving on with someone else? These thoughts create an emotional spiral, making her see your value only after she has lost you. Nothing shakes a woman more than the idea that you've moved on and found someone better. Now, she's not just losing you, she's losing her sense of importance. At first, she convinced herself that you were still thinking about her. But then she sees something. Maybe mutual friends tell her you're doing well without her. Maybe she sees a picture of you laughing with another woman. Or maybe she just realizes that you've completely stopped caring. That's when the tables turn. She starts checking your social media, replaying old conversations in her head, thinking about all the times you were there for her, and now you're not. The fear of being replaced isn't just about jealousy. It's about ego. She wants to know she still has power over you. So she starts trying to get your attention. A random like on your posts, a message out of nowhere, a weak attempt to catch up. And that's when you have the ultimate choice, to re-engage or to keep moving forward. By the time she realizes your worth, you've already realized something bigger. You never needed her to validate your value. You never needed her attention to feel complete. And you definitely don't need to go back. Your mindset shifts. You're no longer worried about whether she's thinking about you. You're too busy living your life. And ironically, that's when she wants you the most. Because deep down, she knows she had something good with you, and she let it slip away. At first, she convinces herself that your silence is temporary. She tells herself, he's probably just busy. He'll be back. But then days turn into weeks, and your absence becomes undeniable. This is the silent shock. The moment she realizes you're not just stepping back, you're truly gone.